got something for you. We got something for you, you. It's something Megapod shiny. It's wrapped in Megapod plastic. Put on your Megapod jammy. It's time for Megapod-tastic. 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 Megapod-tastic.
Good morning. Welcome to Krazy Joe's Concession Stand. I'm Krazy Joe.
Little movie purple.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
We're getting it started. Monday. My favorite
Monday.
night. Monday nights.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because of soccer or something? Monday night soccer is the thing in America?
Yeah, I think so. Is that still a thing? Monday night? I don't think that was on there. Oh.
Pardon.
Oh, my.
How you doing, Krazy Joe?
Look what I found. It's election season.
What?
Politics is in the air. So
Great.
I have right here a campaign button. And this represents the name on the other side of this campaign button is the person I voted for president in my first presidential election. Do you want to guess the name that is on the other side of this?
Nixon.
I'm not that old.
Oh. Carter.
No, I'm not that old either.
Kennedy.
I'll give you a hint. He lost.
Reagan.
There's a loser's name on here.
Ross Perot.
Should I turn it around?
Yeah, just do it. I'm just going to. Sarah Palin. Ross Perot. I was right.
Perot.
You voted for Ross Perot?
I voted for Ross Perot, my first election.
You just wanted to be cool and different.
And then I learned you don't vote third party. Learned the hard way. But anyway. So how are you? When's the last time you saw a Ross Perot button? It's been a while.
I can honestly say I don't think I ever have.
There you go. Hey, James Borland's here. Good to see you, James.
Hey, James.
Watching some Pokemon movies. And we got Butts Unplugged here.
Hello.
With a nice picture of Blade, I believe. Is that Blade? That's Wesley Snipes, right?
Yeah, that's Blade. He's doing that awesome move that I love. A little weirdo move.
Yeah. So Dan will not be joining us tonight, nor will he be joining us for a few weeks at least, because apparently he's picked up some Monday night shifts at his job. So.
Oh, Dan.
Yeah.
Miss you, Dan. Miss you already, Dan.
Yeah. Hey,
Noah's in the chat.
Noah's here, though. Hello, Noah.
Yeah, Blade.
Yeah. So there you go. And I'm going to take this moment, now that we have 6 whole viewers, I'm going to take this moment to show you the commercial for my brand new business. Are you ready to see the commercial for my brand new business?
I guess.
Hi, I'm Krazy Joe. You want drapes? We got it. We have beautiful cotton prints. We import it directly Spain, Italy, Germany, all over Europe. Krazy Joe is the name. You want chaperone? We got chaperone. Krazy Joe. Lowest prices in town. Quality, variety, and price. Krazy Joe is the name. Don't forget, Krazy Joe. We want you to buy at Krazy Joe's. If you don't shop at Krazy Joe, you pay too much. Tell everybody to come to Krazy Joe. You buy a new home, come to Krazy Joe. Everybody on the block. Krazy Joe is the name.
If you don't shop at Krazy Joe's, you'll pay too much.
My God, he has kids too.
Yeah. You excited? You gonna buy some draperies from me?
Yeah, Krazy Joe. His energy just kept like building and building, and it ended with him just yelling.
Yeah.
Get out!
Yeah,
that was great.
He's got like 25 ads too. It's amazing.
Did you go to the movies?
I haven't.
So you didn't see Cuckoo?
I haven't seen Cuckoo yet. I haven't seen Borderlands yet, which I'm really disappointed Dan can't be here because Dan posted his review of Borderlands, and I haven't watched it yet because I was hoping to talk to him live. I'm like, oh, I'll wait and hear what he has to say. But I will say that his headline was Borderlands is not that bad. Which is
I've heard several people say that.
That is very consistent. I've been hearing John Campia said that. I've been hearing a lot of people, and I think that
Chris, the bipolar Jedi, said he actually liked it.
It's one of those things that it's been rated so low that I think people are going in thinking like, this is gonna be the biggest train wreck of all time, and it's not.
It's not a train wreck, guys. Come on.
Noah's doing a live stream tomorrow. Noah, I would love to be there for your live stream tomorrow. What
Hell
time
yeah.
are you doing it is the question, because it's not easy for me to watch live streams before the kids are in bed. So that's the question. What's
the topic?
I would like to be there for that. James says, Retrontario Joe. I'm a subscriber of him. He's great. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry, James. I don't know who that is.
We don't know who that is. We don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know who you are. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
No, that's what he said.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
How you doing?
Woohoo.
I'm just putting a voice to the text.
Noah's going 1 p.m. tomorrow. 1 p.m. tomorrow. So I'll still be in the office. I might be able to quietly watch. I don't know if I'll be able to participate too much, but like in the chat, but I can quietly listen with one headphone while I'm doing work, possibly. Assuming I'm not on a call, but there you have it. So the movies, man, the movies.
I saw a couple.
Yeah, you saw The Cuckoo.
I saw Cuckoo. I enjoyed it. I think when I say it's a weird movie, I don't think it's like perp weird. I think it's accessible, normie weird. I've noticed a lot of people. I didn't think it was that weird. I think the idea and concept is a little bizarre, but it's also very refreshing. And I think they hold it all together at the end. Like the themes with the story, all that stuff really works. I rather enjoyed the performances. I think it's different. It feels different. It's a movie that doesn't, while there are night scenes and they use them for scares, of course, for the most part, a lot of the stuff takes place in broad daylight or in just open light areas, which again, it gives for a very distinct visual flair. Like it also feels very almost like 80s European. I was reminded of Phenomenon, and people bring this up all the time, that it has this almost 80s European flair. Me personally, it reminded me of Dario Argento's Phenomenon. I really dug it. I think
Phenomenon
it's fun.
with John Travolta.
No, not the one where he's like an alien and then he reads Italian or something. but like in 1 minute or something.
Yeah.
I always wanted a crossover of Phenomenon, John Travolta's Phenomenon, with Powder.
Yeah, well, they came out like the same year, and they were very
similar. No, there was Powder came out first.
Yeah, but it was in the span of a single year, though, right?
No, I don't think so. Phenomenon was 96. Powder was like 94, 95.
Was it that long? Because I remember when Phenomenon came out, everybody was like, "This is Powder.
This is Powder.
This is."
They
Powder,
need to meet up.
Powder was 95.
Oh yeah, only a year. Right. You're more right than I am.
See, it might be like yeah. Okay, so it was fall. It was October 95, and then I think Phenomenon was the summer. So it was like within a 12-month span.
That's weird. I remember Phenomenon way later, but it's just my memory messing with me.
Yeah, Phenomenon. 1996 film. Yeah, and that was July of 96. Now, when you say perp weird versus normie weird, I have to ask, where does Dogman fall? Is that perp weird or normie weird?
Yeah, that's. I think it's a little bit of both, because I can't classify it. But then normies could follow it too, but they're also like, what is like? They'll also be like, I don't know what that was about. Really, I don't know what the point of that was.
So everybody, just so they know, Noah will be live tomorrow at 1 p.m. So if you're around 1 p.m. tomorrow, go check out Noah's stream. He will also be live on Friday night, and Lisa says Phenomenon. So there you go. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you. Saw Deadpool and Wolverine today. Wolverine, snickety, snickety, snoink. What he's doing is imitating Wolverine's berserker attack with his adamantium claws. I never would have guessed.
Oh my God, stop it, Joe. You're a
What
one-man show.
What movie's that from? Come on, what movie? What
It
movie?
sounds very familiar. I
It's
can't
a
get it right now.
1995 movie, much like Powder.
Sounds like Mallrats. Then.
That's Mallrats.
Yeah.
It is Mallrats.
It's like no 1995 movies talking about Wolverine, all right? Unless it's fucking Kevin Smith. Sorry for cursing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, I'm feeling a little crazy today. So here's the thing.
You
I
are
put
Crazy
some
Joe.
stuff. Yeah, I put some stuff in the thumbnail, and there's stuff we could talk about.
Sure.
But at the same time, I feel like we've talked about them on 5 other streams on different, maybe it's a different audience because it's on my channel. By the way, Super Chat Hippo is here.
Ugh.
If you would like to hear Super Chat Hippo sing his
Bill.
song, send a super chat and he will sing to you. So there you go. Super Chat Hippo has not sang his song in a long time. I'm like turning into Obi-Wan. But yeah, no, I put like Skeleton Crew and Stitch and all that
Hell yeah.
in the but I don't know. Do we have more to add there? But it's a different audience. Maybe we just start from scratch.
Really excited about those two specifically, so I can talk about it. It doesn't matter how many times I did.
I'm really excited about Skeleton Crew. And you know what? I haven't talked to my buddy Dave Perillo. I haven't talked to him yet. And I'm really curious to hear his take on Skeleton Crew because I remember when Attack of the Clones came out. And I'm not a big prequel fan. But when Attack of the Clones came out, I really dug the diner. Remember there was like that alien diner?
The 50s diner, yeah.
Yeah. And he was
It was like a Johnny Rockets.
Yeah, and he was really upset by that scene. He didn't like it at all. And he said, like, you look like the 1950s. Like, what was that? Like, have they lost all their creativity that they're just redoing the 1950s like in Star Wars now? And that's one of the few aspects of the film I liked, and he hated it. So I'm kind of curious to see what his take of like suburbia in Star Wars is going to be like. Is he going to have that same reaction he had to Attack of the Clones, the diner, or because I really dug it. I dug the aesthetic. I'm like, this is cool.
I dug it. It's opening it up and it makes sense. People got to live somewhere in all these planets. There's going to be different types of models. Eventually, they're going to get to something similar to a suburbia.
Yeah, I mean, like every time we
they go outside, we see like they have camps sometimes, like in Mandalorian when they're meeting Gina Carano. Like there's different communities and different like cities. Like
yeah, we don't see a lot of civilians in Star Wars. We either see like the Imperial troops, the Jedis, the Resistance.
Well, that's what I'm trying to think about, like certain civilian cities or townships.
Right, and when we do, it's like always like some guy who lives in a shack
like a port
on Tatooine, and he's like,
it's like a port.
I'm in the desert. I have this little.
In Ahsoka, when we're meeting, forget one of the rebels character, they're in like a kind of a city, like a white city. I've seen we see cities a lot. Yeah, and then if it's not cities, it's like townships, like port towns, bars.
Reggie 19,
no suburbias.
Reggie 19 is asking if I starred in Mallrats. I was not.
He was in Chasing Amy.
I was in Chasing Amy. Yes, I was the star though. I was the star of Chasing Amy. I think
this is Ben Affleck. This is Batflick.
I think we could all agree that movie wouldn't have worked without my scene.
Yes,
I kind of held it together. So
yes, they were thinking of quitting, and then that scene occurred, and they're like, "We have to keep going." Lisa
has never seen Mallrats.
It's pretty good. It's funny.
Let me see if I can find it. I got something that a little story. If we want to have story time.
Oh man,
I used to work at a mall. In
I used to be a rat.
I used to work in a mall in Media, Pennsylvania, called the Granite Run Mall, and I worked there for years. And in fact, I was working there one day. And somebody came I worked at Suncoast Video. Actually, I worked in multiple stores there. I worked at the comic book store. I worked at Suncoast Video. And I worked at J.C. Penney. And every wing of the mall. So I'm working there one day at the video store. And somebody comes in and says, hey, Kevin Smith is looking for extras to be in Mallrats 2. You got to be in Red Bank, New Jersey tomorrow at such and such a time. but you can be an extra in Mallrats 2. Now, it was Chasing Amy.
Yes, obviously.
There's no Mallrats 2. It was Chasing Amy, but it was pitched to us as Mallrats 2. And we knew, we were Kevin Smith fans. We're like, this guy must mean Chasing Amy. They're shooting Chasing Amy right now. So I was working at this mall in Media, Pennsylvania called the Granite Run Mall. All right. Worked there for years. And I was a mall rat at the Granite Run Mall. And then the 2000s rolled around and we got word that the Granite Run Mall was going to be demolished. And it was heartbreaking for those of us who worked there and hung out there all throughout the 80s and 90s. We didn't want to lose our mall, but we were going to lose our mall. And they kept delaying the construction, and the Granite Run Mall just sat there, pretty much vacant, an old shell of itself. The mall was still open. You could walk through it. The anchor stores were open because the plan was they were going to demolish the mall, but leave the anchor stores and like build some kind of crazy courtyard. And they did. That's exactly what they did. But since the anchor stores were still open, they left the mall interior open that you could walk around, even though there were no businesses in there. So in the meantime, Kevin Smith comes to the area to shoot a movie. I forget what he was shooting. And he starts talking on social media about how he's going to do Mallrats 2. But he needs to find a mall. So people throughout the area keep tweeting at him and messaging him and saying, you got to go to the Granite Run Mall. You got to go to the Granite Run Mall. And we were like, could you imagine if Kevin Smith shot Mallrats 2 in the Granite Run Mall, the mall that I grew up in, the mall that I was working in when somebody came up to me and said, do you want to be an extra in Mallrats 2? What are the odds that they would actually shoot a Mallrats 2 there?
Why don't you hit him up with that story? He might dig it.
Well, guess what?
What?
Like I said, he was in the area shooting a movie. Suddenly, this pops up on his social media. A picture of himself and his daughter standing in front of the Granite Run Mall, and he says, come October, this might be the mall, y'all.
Hell yeah.
He was going to shoot the movie.
He's doing location scouting.
Yeah, and he was
with his daughter. That's so cute.
Yep, he was seriously looking at our mall, the mall that I spent so many hours in, and unfortunately, he was not ready to shoot. His schedule and the schedule for demolition were conflicting, and the mall owners turned him down and said, no, you want to shoot in October and we need to have this place destroyed by September. So they would not wait for Kevin Smith. He never made the movie. But we came within an inch of having Mallrats 2 shot at the mall that I spent so many years working in. That's
incredible.
Yeah. So
what's up,
there you go. That's it. That's my story.
That's a good one. It ended with a picture and everything, Joe. I love it. Visual gratification.
And look, he's at entry 3. There were multiple entries at this mall. He took his picture at entry 3. Guess what? That was the entry the comic book store was in. That was the entry I would go in and out every day.
Stop it, Joe. The universe is telling you something. You're destined to be in Mallrats 2.
Maybe if he ever makes it. So there you go.
Kevin, you got to make it for Krazy Joe. He was already supposed to be in it in 97, 96 probably.
Reggie wants to know why I didn't star in Mallrats. I was living it. Didn't need to. I was. Oh, that's the same post. We already read that.
We read that, Joe.
Okay.
Pick it up.
There is only one blade, and his
make like a ska song and pick it up.
Butts Unplugged said there's only one blade, and his name is Sticky Fingers. Butts Unplugged asked if I'm going to do any more lunchbox videos. Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. But they're all
probably not.
Available. Actually, all except for one are available on the Krazy Joe Adventures channel. One of them has been forever deleted because I didn't like the co-star. So
wow, sounds like you killed someone. Yeah. Someone's been forever deleted because I didn't like them.
Yeah,
that's how Hitman talk. That's Hitman code.
Deleted that CS guy.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Stop it.
I
I already said hello to him like 20 minutes ago,
but
Joe.
I did.
Pick it up right now.
Have you seen the movie Pick It Up? Ska in the
No.
90s. It's a good
No.
movie. It's a good
I
movie.
saw outside of Cuckoo, saw a couple of other movies. Okay. I saw, believe it or not, Civil War. There was a movie that came out before Civil War. It was called Bushwick, and it's with Dave Bautista and this other lady. Good acting. It's basically New York gets attacked by Texas.
Oh my.
And it's like it's like Children of Men, a lot of one-shotters of like these two characters just going around Bushwick in New York, avoiding getting shot. That's the whole movie. I enjoyed it. It's nothing more than that. It's exactly what it sounds like. Lower budget, so it's not a high budget thing, and you could sort of see it with some of the explosion effects. Still very well done, in my opinion. I enjoyed it. And Dave Bautista, who knew? And then also very unpredictable, and when it comes to like certain deaths and stuff, it's very well done in that aspect. And it reminded me a lot of Civil War. And this came out, I was looking at it was like 2017. This came out before Civil War, which came out this year, which I liked as well. But yeah, if you like Civil War, check out Bushwick, and it has Dave Bautista. I know everyone's crazy about that dude right now. He was good in it.
I watched a couple movies this week, but they're older classic films that I've seen a million times.
Sure.
On Friday night, my wife came downstairs and said, "Let's watch a movie." And
Okay.
there's a lot of movies she hasn't seen, and a lot of movies she's told me she wants to see.
Sure.
So we watched Heathers.
Wow.
And
classic.
I mean, obviously I've seen it before, but she had not. And to my surprise, she hated it.
Well, it's a dark comedy.
Yeah, she thought everybody in the movie was stupid. She said all these people were incredibly dumb, and she just, couldn't buy into the movie because they were all stupid. I mean, she had a few laughs. I mean, she thought it was hilarious when he put Myriad in the suicide note, and they're like, well, she got that wrong on the vocab test, and then the teacher's like, I'm glad she used Myriad properly. She liked that. So I mean, she laughed a few times, but ultimately she didn't care for the film.
You know, the director of that, I think, is the director of Hudson Hawk, which is like one of my favorite all time.
It was
so bad it's good movies. I love Hudson Hawk.
No.
I don't know. I don't even know who the director is. I know it was written by.
I think it's the director of Hudson Hawk, and I think they did 40 Days, 40 Nights with your favorite actor, Josh Hartnett.
Ugh, Josh Hartnett. He's like a plague on humanity. Michael Lehman. Yeah, he did direct Heathers. I always remember Daniel Waters. So Daniel Waters wrote it.
Hudson Hawk is so freaking good, Joe.
I enjoy Hudson Hawk. Yeah.
Would you like to live on?
I got that on Blu-ray.
I think that's genius that they do, instead of having like, in a lot of heists, they have like counters, they do songs. So they by the time, that's so clever and fun.
But what if one guy sings too fast?
No, they do it to the rhythm. And a one and a two. Would you like to live on a die? Then you can't fall out of the rhythm.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Brilliant.
It's good. It's good.
Check out Anthony Beltry's comment, please. That's very important and newsworthy.
All right. Well, first I better check out Skullman's comment, because Skullman is yelling, read my comment. Skullman says, I hope Joker Folie Adieu convinces incels and Lady Gaga fans to unite with each other and increase the birth rates in this country. Okay.
It's a very specific and strange hope, but
but
no one give this man a genie lamp.
Butts Unplugged says, my all-time favorite video you did was the Buck Rogers video. Perp, have you seen the Buck Rogers video?
No.
Okay, I recently turned it into a short. Okay, I got Gil Gerard, who played Buck Rogers on TV, right? And we were doing a bit called the Lunchbox Bunch, and I asked him if he would come on the Lunchbox Bunch and review his own lunchbox. We said, would you do a review of the Buck Rogers lunchbox? And he says, yeah, I'll do it. So he came on, and we had Gil Gerard review his own lunchbox, but he went on a rant
Gerald.
All right, here we go. This
Oh, my
is one of the all-time great moments from Krazy Joe Adventures. Gil Gerard getting seriously off topic about his lunchbox.
They have a game called They have 4th of July. It's a championship.
They were showing one yesterday.
I mean, do these people not live in the world on cornhole the game on television?
They changed the
Yeah,
name.
on television. It's after the hot dog game.
What do you call what? Keep eating the ding
I'm just
dong?
amazed that there's a game called cornhole.
That's it.
Yeah, we say keep eating your ding dongs.
Keep eating the ding dong?
While you're cornholing. I mean, playing cornhole. I don't know.
Oh, hey, come
What?
on.
I don't know.
It's a family show.
I'm not the one talking dirty. They're talking to ding dongs.
They're the one to tell us what to say, right?
We watched on television. It was a family show called cornholing. I'm like, what is that?
Keep eating the ding dong.
Who came up with that idea for a game?
Cornhole.
I'm sorry. Where
Is that Tucker Carlson, the lunchbox?
Where did the name come from? Why is somebody think
That's
of a
Gil
name?
when he was younger.
Looks like Tucker Carlson.
Did they have a game called cornhole?
I felt that felt like an acid trip, Joe. I'm not gonna lie.
As long as I got this up, I should show you Lisa's finest moment. Lisa, you still here with us? Hang on. Oh yeah. How do you feel
Hello.
about Lady Gaga as an actress? Okay,
Hey, you skipped Anthony Beltri's question.
I'll get back to it. I promise.
All right,
I promise
all
I'll
right.
get back to it. This is Lisa's finest moment. Are you ready? Wait, I have to. Oh, no,
Go
it's-
ahead.
it's
Go
still-
nuts.
Okay. We were reviewing a lunchbox. She mailed us a lunchbox. And she said, don't open this before you record. I want you to open it on camera. So
Okay.
this is the lunchbox Lisa sent us. Dialogue replacing ADR. What happened?
I have no idea.
We're getting dialogue from the wrong video.
All this feels very drug fueled so far. Crazy Joe.
Here's the bottle. We forgot. There's Donald, Mushmouth, and Rudy playing.
Echoed out, Crazy Joe.
Mushmouth and Rudy playing marbles. The marbles was huge in the 70s. Here they are playing.
Guess they couldn't have them show 'em shooting dice.
There they are playing the game. I think that's called Buck Buck.
Yeah, that is Buck where they would
Buck
leap
Buck.
over stuff. It was basically
Yeah.
frog.
Damn, look at that kick.
I don't know. See
You
what's
could do the
inside.
Van Damme.
There's definitely something in here. There's some heft to this.
There's a thermos. There is a thermos.
Is there something in here? There's something in
Oh,
the
there's
bubble
something else.
thing.
Something else in the bubble thing.
I think this is a surprise. Oh my lord! It's Quaaludes.
What?
We did not set this up. This is
What are you doing?
this is
You found a drug operation. A lunchbox
Yeah.
drug
was-
operation.
That was Lisa. She put a little jar in there and marked it Quaaludes.
Lisa, what are you doing?
Oh, come on. It was amazing. Anthony says, did anyone see the first trailer for the live action Snow White? It's
I loved
received
it.
over 120 million views in its first 24 hours.
It's breaking records.
The most viewed trailer for a Disney live action film
Oh,
since
never mind.
2019's not live action film, The Lion King.
Yeah, is The Lion King, that doesn't count as a live action film.
No, it doesn't. It definitely
There's
doesn't.
no live action.
Super Jeff is here. Good to see you, Super Jeff.
Hey, Super Jeff. What part of Lion King is live action? I guess maybe
I
they
think that I heard there's
they
one.
filmed the valley, I guess, maybe.
I heard there's one live action shot in the movie. I think it's the sun coming up. I think that's the one live action shot.
I
I always thought they were saying Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. That shit was magical, dude. I haven't seen the
Yeah.
remake. I haven't seen the live. I haven't seen the quote unquote live action remake. No, it's the reanimated remake. It's Lion King Reanimator.
Lil Everett says Yodel
Uh-oh.
he who.
That means he's gonna want us to do it next.
We
okay,
just did.
maybe
I
not.
just did.
Oh,
Yeah, we got it.
There
Hey.
you go. Butts Unplugged has Buck Rogers on DVD. And Lisa is filling us in. It was filled with Altoids. So it was filled with Altoids, but she printed up a label and
Quaaludes.
yeah, it was a great moment.
You play a dangerous game, Lisa.
Yeah. All right. So what's next? What next we got on our agenda?
I don't know. I sent you some stuff.
Oh, you did? Oh, it's in the private chat?
No, it's in Twitter DMs. I slid some DMs.
I don't use
I slid it to
anymore.
I slid it to the Crazy Joe's DMs.
All right,
I did it.
I'm going logging
I slid
into
it to
Twitter.
Crazy Joe's DMs.
I don't use Twitter anymore. It's too musty.
I slid it to your DMs, Crazy Joe.
All right,
can't
all right.
handle
I'm
it.
looking. I'm
Look at
looking. I'm looking.
It's like, oh, I don't use Twitter.
Yeah. I'm done. I'm done with the Twitter. No, you didn't.
Yeah,
You
CGI is
didn't.
not. Yeah, I gave you stories.
It's before I sent you the link. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, okay. Look at this.
Trailer reactions if you want. I don't know.
All right, look at this. You got this looks promising.
I know what to do, man. I know how. I've watched enough of these shows to understand you needed stuff to talk about. So I was like, oh, just get this, and then we could talk about it.
I think we need two people to join the stream who will talk over us and yell at each other.
No, I'm the yeller here.
All right, there we go. James Wan developing Creature from the Black Lagoon movie.
We're getting a MonsterVerse.
I approve of this.
We're getting a new MonsterVerse, Dark Universe.
The Dark Universe should have never been called off. I mean, just because one movie bombed, come on.
Invisible Man is the plan.
Yeah,
that's the blueprint. Invisible Man was amazing. Wolfman is going to be amazing. And now we got Creature from the Black Lagoon.
First film James Wan would direct since merging his Atomic Monster banner with Blumhouse.
Yeah.
In the early talks to helm Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Hopefully it's a horror movie that builds into its action scenes. That'll be great. I'm down for that.
I'm excited.
How awesome would it be?
I've ever been this excited. You're excited. Feel these nipples.
How awesome would it be if he does that rotating camera stuff he did in Aquaman, like the Queen fight, the Nicole Kidman fight, and the camera's going everywhere, and you see they do that, but with the creature, and it's going all over the boat, and he's just throwing people everywhere, and the camera's going under the boat, over the boat. People are falling into the ocean, into the lagoon. Sorry, it's a lagoon. Sorry. There's definitely going to be a oneer. There's going to be a oneer with this guy getting on the boat and then throwing, like, choking, like ripping people apart, and then like getting off the boat. That's in a oneer. I already called it. I'm seeing it. I called it. You heard it here first.
It's a shame they can't because it's Universal. This Creature movie is going to be for Universal. It's a shame he can't still use Aquaman. He do Creature versus Aquaman. That would work. They both live in the water.
Check who did Shape of Water. Maybe we could have those two, like a love scene.
The actor?
No, the Shape of Water creature.
Oh yeah, that was Doug Jones.
No, but what was the company? Was that
I'd have to double check.
Oh,
which
Skullman wants to come on our stream. Ill. Because come on our stream. Ill. I mean, I don't know. I didn't mean like him being here is ill. I mean coming on my stream.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, that's
very gross.
Yeah, that's what Eileen's for.
Oh,
yeah, you got it.
Good song.
Oh boy, what was I looking for? Oh, I was looking for Shape of Water.
Shape of Water is done by Universal.
There was a girl at my old job. I don't remember her name, but she looked like the girl who starred in Shape of Water. The girl who fell in love with the Abe Sapien creature.
Yeah.
And we called her Shape of Water. That was our nickname for her. We'd be like, yo, Shape of Water over there.
Don't be calling people Shape of Water.
Well, we weren't saying she looked like the monster. We were saying she looked
Well, that's
like
that's going to be the implication, sir. Any stranger that heard that is automatically going to think the monster.
Sally
You're not going
Hawkins.
to be thinking the actor that you can't even remember.
Sally Hawkins. That's why we called her Shape of Water. We couldn't remember the name of the actress. I just looked it up.
Creature from the Black Lagoon. No, there's no way we're going PG-13.
I don't know.
Actually, they will.
Could. I think he
could.
If
he just smothers them like in the original with his gills, just smothers their faces. But they got all scratched up too.
How do you feel how do you feel about Joe Dante's Piranha? You a fan of Piranha?
Man, it's been so long, I don't remember it. I remember thinking it was fine. I wasn't in love with it. I never saw it again.
Reggie agrees that Twitter is getting too musky.
What?
It's getting musky over there.
I just got on, and that's when he decided to buy that shit.
Yeah. Threads has been picking up, though.
I'm not on that. I'm good. I think my social media of choice is going to remain YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Is YouTube count as social media?
I don't know. Technically, right?
I mean,
we're social.
We're social, but I think 90% of the people just sit and watch it. Like they don't.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. No, if Twitter dies, I'm not going somewhere else, probably. At least not for a while.
I'd go back to Twitter if Musk was gone. Because here's the thing. A couple days ago, I tried to post something on Twitter, and it told me, you can't do this action anymore. You used up your daily allotment. If you want to do that, you have to join. Like, it tried to get me to pay them. And I had heard a rumor, like it had been rumored for some time that Elon Musk was going to start putting like daily limits on how much you could tweet. But that was the first I saw it. And I'm like, whoa, you kidding me? I can't send a tweet now because I've hit my daily limit. And I said,
this is socialism.
I said, F that S. That's what the kids said.
Cheeseman, Piranha 3D. Yeah, I loved Piranha 3D. That was so fun. Shout out to Eli Roth, who died in that. I think his head was cut off in Piranha 3D.
Piranha 3D. I do love Piranha 3D.
Yeah, that was a good one. I saw it in 3D twice.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of 3D. But you know what? That's what 3D is for. 3D, I want to see
schlock. Absolute schlock.
Yeah, like we saw in that movie, a piranha belch up a severed penis and then go back and eat it again. And it's like this is what 3D is for.
And little penis fragments left in the water, beautifully filmed in 3D. For your
Anthony
pleasure.
says he forgot Eli Roth was in that. Yes,
yeah, he was doing the wet t-shirt contest.
And I forgot
he had an accent. For some reason, that motherfucker always puts on an accent. Sorry for cursing. God, I gotta watch that. He always puts on an accent when he's acting. He had a weird accent for that one.
I forgot that what's his name? Richard Dreyfuss reprises his role from
oh yeah. I don't show me where to go home. He does the song in the beginning. And he dies.
Skullman.
That's right. Bro did what Jaws couldn't. Everyone should be mad about that.
Skullman, we could have you on another time, but we're
who are you?
Yeah, we're simulcasting on Max's channel right now.
Yeah, what's up?
And I got to be careful, about who I let on. Because
you got a Donnie Darko Frank Bunny suit avatar. That's not trustworthy.
Yeah, I mean, I've had people on before.
Next time, try Ryan Gosling.
I've had people unvetted on before, and Max has come back to me and been like, hey, why'd you have that guy on?
I'm technically not supposed to be on right now, Skullman. So if we have two people on, Max,
you're not supposed to be on Max. You've been still on Max's. What are you talking about?
Well, not without adult supervision, and you're definitely not an adult. Crazy Joe, get out of here.
Bob, I've been told I'm one of the neatest kids around. That's what my daughter told me once.
Did you see my comments about live action remakes?
Here's the funny thing.
Did you see my comment? Just write the comment again.
Here's the funny thing. I saw Lil Everett say, "Did you see my comments?" So I went up looking for the comment above, and that was also, "Do you see my comments?"
Did you see my comments about the live? No, hey, look at that. The plot thickens, though. We get a little more information. This is good, narrative.
Okay, I wonder if they're going to do a live action remake of Disney's.
That's your comment?
Hey,
It's
he
not
was
even a
proud.
question to us. It's just about yourself. Like what you're wondering. I wonder. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he does. Yeah. Lil Everett wonders that. I agree with his wonderment, I guess. Next.
And Chris,
Little Everett, you're
just
killing
wants,
me.
Chris just wants
No,
to
he
say
doesn't. He doesn't even know what a good story is.
he knew I
Get
saw the
outta
TV
here.
Glow was a good story.
Yeah, but he
knew
also
that
loved
good-
Borderlands. Get out of here. All right.
Well, I hear it's great.
Yeah, I heard that too.
All right. Now we've got Hong Kong top filmmaker Corey Yoon's passing due to COVID-19 was kept a secret by his
For
family
2 years. This guy's a living legend. He did Yes, Madam with Academy Award winner Michelle Yeoh. He did Righting Wrongs. He does action choreography. Yeah, for 2 years. No one knew. And then Jackie Chan randomly did this post on, I don't know where he did it, but he did this post saying, yeah, rest in peace, Corey. And everyone's like, what? Man, they got shit on lock over there.
Jackie Chan knew, but nobody else knew.
No, people did know, but Jackie Chan's the only one made it public, I guess, outside of China, or like certain people in China knew, I guess.
Huh.
Very bizarre. 2 years.
7 Little Fortunes.
Yeah, who's great.
Oh, he was one of the founding members of the influential.
Oh, yeah,
Seven
he
Little
did
Fortunes.
X-Men, American movies. He did X-Men. He like choreographed the action for X-Men and Romeo Must Die.
So he was is that what he mainly did? Choreography?
Yeah, but he directed too in Hong Kong, and he did some classics in Hong Kong. And then over here, I guess he did choreography. It's like they switch. A lot of choreographers are directors. Directors become choreographers. Sometimes they choreograph, and then other movies they direct. It's more interchangeable over there, which is why you could see actually stuff happening like that here now. Like the John Wick guys.
Says he worked on Lethal Weapon 4.
Yeah.
You know, Lethal Weapon 4, that's one of these movies that is everybody always like trashes that. Like I remember when it came out.
Not anymore.
It was like, oh, that movie wasn't that good. I liked Lethal Weapon. I don't think I disliked any of the Lethal Weapons.
I like Lethal Weapon 4 a lot. I love the opening with that fire guy. It's so random and out there. They're hilarious. I like the car chase is great. And it's very creative. Oh, although I did see there's another movie that it's clearly the same stunt team that did Lethal Weapon 4 did this other movie in like 95. They did the exact stunt with like the whole motorhome fight thing. They did that in another movie in like 95. But yeah, other than that, Lethal Weapon 4 is great. I love it. Jet Li's awesome in it.
Yeah, and supposedly Mel Gibson is directing Lethal Weapon 5.
Wow.
So,
That guy's a madman.
it's amazing. You know,
I'm saying director-wise. You see that Hawk Ridge, whatever? Hawktua Ridge, whatever it's called? I don't know.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Hacksaw Ridge, thank you. That movie's like so 1950s. Oh, yeah, I'm a good Christian. All this and then the battle starts, and it's like, oh my God, Mel Gibson, you crazy person. Just body parts flying, people getting torn up good. It has like this very 1950s all shucks attitude in the beginning, and it just goes straight to hell. And I think that's the point. It's really great. I love Mel Gibson as a director. Yeah, please do Lethal Weapon 5, Mel, please.
Butts Unplugged is asking if I have a birthday coming up. No.
Everyone
no,
does. Unless,
well, I mean, eventually.
You know,
yeah, March. My
pass.
birthday's in March, so I have a bit of a ways to go.
Cheeseman has to always ruin everyone's party. 3 is my least favorite one of the 4. What are you talking about? 3 is the one with the armor-piercing bullets in the back. I had a mustache. Get out of here.
I enjoy them all, but I got to say the original is my least favorite because I feel like the 2, 3, and 4 gave us Joe Pesci. God. And Joe Pesci.
You love the formula stuff.
I like
what is
like
legit a masterpiece like in cinema.
Pesci. I need my Pesci. There's a rumor that Scarlett Johansson is being eyed to star in James Wan's Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh man.
Sure, bring it on.
Did they just finish Jurassic Park? Man, she's like not stopping.
What do you think of the first movie I ever saw her in? First time I ever saw Scarlett Johansson. What do you think of Ghost World?
I love Ghost World.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Do you think that movie
like that guy in the store?
I never hear people talk about it anymore.
I mean, it was maybe I don't know.
I guess I know. Don't get me wrong.
I
It was
think about it
never
every
like
once in a while. I like it.
it was never like a blockbuster film. Like it never was one
No.
of those things where
No, it was
like,
an
it was-
indie cult movie.
right? But
All the
people
little
used to,
scenesters and hipsters love it.
well, but I don't know. I feel like they forgot about it too. It's like Six String Samurai. When the movie Six String Samurai came out in 1998, everybody was talking about that movie. Like all the film geeks, it was like being
never saw
compared to
that.
the Evil Dead. It was being compared to everyone's like this is like the new Evil Dead. And within like 2-3 years, everyone
I
seemed
never
to
even
forget
heard
about
of
it.
that, Joe. Sing String Samurai? I never saw that.
Six String Sound. Oh, you would love it, man.
All right.
You
I'm
would
gonna
you would
watch
love
that.
it.
Is it
It's
anime?
no, I'm not an
Okay.
anime guy.
It's
It's got an Evil Dead 2 kind of vibe, but it's not a horror movie.
Okay.
It's a post-apocalyptic film where the king of rock and roll has died, and there's been an apocalypse. The king of rock and roll has died, and Buddy, who
rock
looks
and roll,
very,
man.
he looks much like Buddy Holly. He's on his way to Las Vegas to be the new king, but Death is also on his way. So
That's cool.
yeah,
I love,
it's great.
dude. There is an awesome subgenre of weirdo post-apocalyptic movies, and I'm all about that. There's this 1985 movie. Have you heard of Radioactive Dreams?
Haven't.
Okay, that's with the guy from American Ninja in this movie Radioactive Dreams. It's about these two brothers that are in like this fallout shelter during like a nuclear war. Some shit happens, and they're in this fallout shelter with nothing but noir books, like noir books, like detective novels and shit. So they grew up wanting to be detectives. They dress like detectives, and like when they're grown up, they want to go solve cases. So they leave the shelter to go like get into these crazy adventures. And it actually has like some pretty good like action, martial arts from the American Ninja guy. It's not bad. It's a pretty weird movie. There's another one with Jason Momoa called The Bad Batch, which is about this girl that gets like tossed out of society into like this almost like it's like the post-apocalyptic mix with Burning Man is the only way to describe it. And she gets her arm and leg cut off and eaten by Jason Momoa, and she's like she wants revenge. But it's a very weirdo movie. What's awesome about that movie is that throughout the movie there's crazy celebrity cameos, like crazy. Keanu Reeves shows up, Jim Carrey shows up in the most bizarre roles. Jim Carrey's unrecognizable in this apocalypse. It's awesome. The Bad Batch. So those are my two weirdo post-apocalyptic recommendations: The Bad Batch and Radioactive Dreams.
Have you ever seen? I'll give you another one. Have you ever seen A Boy and His Dog?
No, I hear about that, and it's like the first one, right? To have that style, like that Mad Max style, 75.
Yeah, and the dog talks, and it's Don Johnson.
Don Johnson.
the
Yeah, I
star of
heard
the
about
movie.
it. I've heard about it a lot. I hear about it all the time.
I have that one on Blu-ray. I haven't
haven't
it in
seen
a
it
while.
yet.
I gotta pop that one on.
Is it good?
again.
Does it have a car chase? I'll watch it if it has a car chase.
I don't remember if there was a car chase. It's been a
All
long
those
time.
70s movies had great car chases.
It blew me away though. It was one of those things. I heard the premise and I'm like, oh, this sounds dumb. And then one night it was on like AMC or I think it was AMC, and I'm like, oh, AMC's showing A Boy and His Dog. Let me watch it. And I watched it and went and ordered the Blu-ray. I'm like, yo, no, I like that.
I'm gonna check out the Sing String Samurai. They got a release from Vinegar Syndrome.
Yeah, I have it. In
Look at
fact,
that. Yeah, this looks like the most post Tarantino awesome. Yeah,
I'll tell you, this was a 1998 film, and for years I said
Never
there
heard
are
about
two movies. I said there's two movies in my DVD collection that desperately need an upgrade because they were released on pillar box.
well they got it.
Non-anamorphic widescreen, and it was Six String Samurai and Todd Solance's Happiness.
Happiness.
Both 1998
both.
films. Then we got Six String Samurai from Vinegar Syndrome, and I was like, dude, we're never gonna get Happiness, and it's now coming in September. So,
You know what probably took this movie's all the clout was Boondock Saints. Didn't it come around the same time? And it was a similar like cult hit.
yeah, I mean, this is definitely more culty and quirky because I
Yeah,
don't know. This has like more of a I keep saying Evil Dead. It's got an Evil Dead vibe, but when I say Evil Dead vibe, it's not a horror movie. That's not what I'm talking about. Like I'm talking about
Yeah.
like
Did you ever see El Mariachi,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Robert Rodriguez one? Yeah.
Oh,
Is it
yeah.
like that? Because that felt like it has those Evil Dead camera moves and stuff,
sort of, but it's weirder because it's in
which
this
I like.
it's in this
I love El
fantasy
Mariachi.
world, this unreal world where I mean, Death is the villain in this movie. It's literally
Based.
the Grim Reaper, and he's got a
Sounds like a
guitar.
Suda 5-1 video game. I don't think
Yeah,
you'll get that reference, Joe. Only true nerds. If RJ's here, he'd get it. Yeah, this feels like a Suda 5-1 game. I'm gonna watch this.
And Reggie says Six String Samurai has a nice 4K from Vinegar Syndrome. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. First movie I saw her in was Home Alone 3. Wait, Scarlett Johansson was in Home Alone 3? But I didn't know who she was at the time.
Why the F were you seeing Home Alone? Cheeseman? You see whatever. I only remember Scarlett from Match Point. Woody Allen's Match Point, which I think is a masterpiece. That's the first movie I remember seeing her in. And then I saw Ghost World. All that later. Later, Butts.
Ghost World was the first I saw her in, and then the Coen Brothers movie was the second. Man Who Wasn't There.
Oh, the Man Who Wasn't. I never saw that one. I blind bought it. I have the Blu-ray.
I love the Coen Brothers, and I gotta say, I haven't seen The Man Who Wasn't There since it was in the theater. I only saw it one time in the theater.
You might need to see it again.
Yeah,
they're that good.
Yeah, they are. You know what? My most underrated Coen Brothers movie. As one of my
Serious
favorites.
Man.
A Serious Man.
I knew it. Do I not know people? I know movies, bro.
What do you think of A Serious Man?
I love A Serious Man. I love all the Coen Brothers. I haven't seen Lady Killers. I haven't seen The Man That Wasn't There, but I love Blood Simple is probably my favorite to this day. I love Blood Simple. Raising Arizona is amazing. I cried at the end. I loved it. I saw that way late. I probably saw that in my early 30s. I love that movie. After that, Miller's Crossing. Love Miller's Crossing. I think that's my favorite old timey gangsters movie. Shout out Sam Raimi's in it. He gets shot. What's after Miller's Crossing? What'd they do?
Barton Fink?
Barton Fink. Love. Oh my God. I think Barton Fink's a masterpiece. Man, that might be my favorite of theirs. I don't know. Okay. After that, the
Hudsucker Proxy.
Love that movie. It's genius. I think the style, all that. Man, Coen Brothers were that's when I think a lot of filmmakers were kind of inspired with interior filmmaking of Tim Burton. He kind of brought that back. He kind of brought back that studio. Use it if you're inside a studio. Why are you making it look like a real forest? Go nuts. And I think a lot of filmmakers were like, yeah. And Spielberg did Hook, and then Coen Brothers did that one, where it's the freaking set designs were just stylized, highly stylized.
Well, I feel like everyone went nuts for them after
I
what do you
love
call
all
it?
Movies.
The one with George Clooney. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh Brother,
Where Art Thou?
What?
No. And
People were nuts. No, Fargo. Fargo was the one that.
Well, yeah, no, but I feel like Big Lebowski took them to a different level. Because
that's the funniest movie.
Yeah, film geeks liked them, but I feel like that was the one where suddenly everybody liked the Coen Brothers.
It's also Kevin Smith fans liking him now.
Right. Yeah. But then they got to a point where suddenly their movies fell off. Not that they weren't good, but the public just stopped embracing them. And I think that was your Lady Killers. That was the Burn After Reading. And,
I love Burn After Reading.
Me too.
I think it's hilarious.
Intolerable Cruelty. Intolerable Cruelty is one.
With Bruce.
Nobody talks about that one. I like that one a lot.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen that one. I know it has Bruce Campbell in it. Shout out Bruce Campbell.
Oh yeah, he's a dentist in it, isn't he? I forgot.
I thought he was a cowboy. I could be wrong.
Was he? I think he's on a TV screen though. He's not actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. It's.
What did they do after that? They came back with No Country. But what are they doing before that? A little bit. They had to have done stuff before that. Because it was No Country was their huge holy crap.
Yeah.
And then after that, literally the year after that was Burn After Reading, and then after that was Serious Man. What'd they do after that?
Nobody went and saw Serious Man. Didn't even get a wide release. That was only in the art house theaters.
Yeah. But there was another movie, A Single
Dan's
Man.
here. Dan's here. Hi from work. Just got on talking Coen Brothers favorites, Barton Fink and No Country are my tops.
I love those two. No Country is absolutely a masterpiece. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Like they have so many masterpieces. Like I can't even. I probably. It was very very rude of me to say Blood Simple's my favorite because like I think of No Country. It's like that's an amazing movie too, and Barton Fink's amazing.
Lisa says Lisa's in Rhode Island, by the way. She says the Farrelly brothers have shot so much in her area. What's our favorite Farrelly brothers movie?
Dumb and Dumber
okay.
easy.
Okay, you're the one who likes to pick out what everyone's favorites are. What's my favorite Farrelly brothers movie?
Man, I kind of want to say Me, Myself, and Irene. You seem like a Me, Myself, Irene guy, but
I do enjoy that, but no, it's not my favorite.
Okay, what is it?
Kingpin.
Kingpin, damn! I should have known that one.
I love Kingpin.
Yeah. Kingpin's great. Kingpin's great, especially how their hair looks in the final bout. Like, oh my god, I love it.
Bill Murray's comb over.
Yeah, that was fantastic. It got more stressful. Their comb over was wild. I wish someone would steal that for another movie.
I was just quoting Kingpin the other day. I had to take my daughters to see a bullfight, or not a bullfight.
Oh God, I know where this is going.
We
don't have a cow, we have a bull.
Yeah. No, it was a rodeo. They wanted to go to a rodeo, and there was a bull riding, and the bull, and I just was like, "Good morning." Took the liberty of milking your cow. You don't have a cow.
You have a
Got
bull.
a bull. Oh boy! I what's her name? Robert Shea's sister, Lynn Shea. Lynn Shea is the landlord. When she says to,
she's she also had a resurgence with those Insidious films, and I started seeing her in all these horror films.
When Woody Harrelson had to have sex with her because he didn't have the money for the rent, and you just see him throwing up in the toilet, and she goes, "What is it about great sex that makes me have to crap?" Great line.
Yeah, yo, Woody Harrelson had a streak too, where he was in some hilarious movies. There's this movie that's like, it's okay. It's not the best. Ed TV. Have you seen Ed TV? But Woody Harrelson is absolutely hilarious because he gets like Matthew McConaughey's character gets like a reality show, gets big off of it, and like then he runs off to falls in love with the girl, and then the brother is left with nothing, so he writes a book called My Brother Pissed on Me, and it just shows Woody Harrelson's face. But I always thought that was the most hilarious book title ever, outside of Boner with Past Lives later on. But My Brother Pissed on Me was the name of his book. My Brother Pissed on Me.
Hang on a second, I'm gonna try and
There's Something About Mary is great, Cheeseman. I think Dumb and Dumber is just, I love Dumb and Dumber. You know why? Because it kind of turns into a thriller at the end. They even have like that thriller music. You know, they're taking things serious. That's what I like. The bad guys kind of took it serious. And that's what was amazing, seeing those two bad guys. Well, that one bad guy get completely annoyed with them.
My friend,
I really like Dumb and Dumber. I think it's very well done.
My friend Tim is an actor, and he was actually in Ed TV. Trying to remember what part he played, but he was in minor role. But he was also in Rocky 6.
That's the only one I've seen. I lied because I said I never saw a Rocky movie, and I forgot that I had seen Rocky 6 and actually enjoyed Rocky 6.
What do you mean?
And now I'm stuck having to see all the Rocky movies. That's all I get. You gotta see. You haven't seen Rocky?
Oh, they got crusty.
Perp, you haven't seen Rocky? How can you say you like movies you haven't seen? People just find that one movie you haven't seen. They're just like that. Oh, you. How can you say you like movies if you haven't seen that one?
Oh, wait
I'm looking at you, Cheeseman.
I think I was mistaken. I don't think he was in the movie Ed TV.
It was
I think he was on the TV show Ed. There was a TV show. Yeah, there was a TV show
Ed that was on TV. Yeah.
It was around the same time, around the year 2000. I was actually on for 4 years, Ed. But yeah, he was on a few episodes of Ed.
Six String Samurai. Does this have its own like theme song? That
all the music was done. All the music was done by a Russian rockabilly band called the Red Elvises. So they sing songs like
Why does
"Why don't you like to boogie
did this
boogie?"
director ever do anything else?
Yes, he directed the Crow 4 Wicked Prayer that went direct to video.
Oh my god.
Lance,
The one with Edward Furlong
Yes, Lance Mungia is the director.
and Kristen Dunst.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say Kristen Stewart, but it's not Kristen Stewart.
Yes,
Kristen
here
Dunst.
he is. Lance Mungia.
It's Melancholia Dunst.
He
Oh my god, they killed me.
He co-wrote and directed Crow Wicked Prayer, Six String Samurai. Yeah, so he pretty much did one good movie. but you know, hey,
I haven't seen Wicked Prayer.
more than I've done, so it's not good.
You've seen all the Crows?
I saw the Crow Wicked Prayer because it was from the director of Six String Samurai, so I'm like, oh, I gotta check that out.
Oh my god, Cheeseman, you idiot. How did you follow the story in Rocky 6 without seeing the other 5? Dude, I understand what happens in Rocky. I get the gist of it. I understand Rocky. I get it. He trains, he loses, but it's really about winning or something. Whatever.
Wow, Anthony, I actually forgot they directed the remake of True Grit.
Yeah,
I forgot all about True Grit. That's
That was
the movie
awesome,
that
too.
introduced the world to Haley Steinfeld. Right?
She's the best in Hawkeye. Haters are in shambles because they can't handle that Hawkeye was so good.
You sent me a couple videos for the Childish Gambino.
Oh yeah, that's a trailer. That looked interesting. I like the sound design in it.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if we can show trailers without
Probably not, yeah.
getting shut down.
They took it.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I think we're good. Hey, we made it an hour.
Let me see if I can. I might have something that I can send you. Give me a second here. It used to be up.
I saw Lethal Weapon 4 without seeing the other 3, but that's different. Okay.
Yeah, here it is. Here it is.
Cheeseman is just absolutely driving me up the wall.
Guess what I am
really trying me today. What?
Guess what I am putting in the private chat.
Uh-oh.
I am putting in. You know what? I'll even put it in the main chat. Let's send it to everybody. I'm sending you a link to the movie Six String Samurai on YouTube. Put up by the owners of the film, Palm Films. So this isn't even illegal. They put it up on YouTube for all to see. And if you want to watch it, here it is in
1080 at least.
What's that?
Is it in 1080?
I think it is. So yeah, there's the link. If you want to click that, you can watch Six String Samurai right here on YouTube. For a while, that YouTube link was the best way to watch the movie.
Looks good.
Because the DVD was crap.
Looks like Hardware. You ever see Hardware?
The movie Hardware, the
robot, the killer robot.
Yeah, I never saw it. I wanted to see it.
I love that movie. Very stylized. Amazing video. Watch all the Disney stuff, says Shane. Yeah. We did. We liked it.
Yeah.
I wanted a little more Star Wars stuff, and I wanted a Thunderbolts trailer, but I still liked the presentation. I kind of even ended it disappointing that they didn't have a Thunderbolts.
There is a little bit of news. Well, not news, rumor.
Rumors
that and Lisa brought it up a while ago. I don't know if I can find her comment here because we were talking about something else, and here it is. Here's a comment from Lisa. This they announced at D23 that there's going to be an entire land at Hollywood Studios dedicated to Monsters Inc. When I first heard that, I was excited. I was like, "Yeah, Monsters Inc. land, that's great." But then this little rumor started making the rounds, and now I'm like, if this is the case, die in hell, Monsters Inc. land.
What?
Are you nervous about them evicting Muppet Courtyard for the Monsters Inc. land?
Oh no.
The rumor is that the two areas being eyed are Muppet Courtyard, which would close down.
Save the Muppets.
It would close down Muppet Vision 3D, which is the last film Jim Henson ever made. And
no,
they're also saying it could go to the Launch Bay area. So yeah, no, if you want to put Monsters Inc. land in Launch Bay, Cool. Do it. If you're closing down the Muppets,
We got a
screw
problem,
you,
don't we,
Monsters
Joe?
Inc. Yeah, screw
We
you,
got a
Monsters
problem.
Inc. Yeah.
Say, Joe,
Yeah.
you're shutting down Monsters Inc. We got a problem. Say it, Joe.
Mm-hmm. You shutting down Monsters Inc. We got a problem.
Yeah.
Yes. So
The
there you go.
man. I can't believe they're taking away the Muppets. That
Well,
can't be true.
we don't know that it's true yet, but they have to put it somewhere. There's only so much land, and I'm hoping it's the launch
Joe?
day. Yeah.
Joe, now I'm not saying this is the case, but if the Muppets is kind of a quote unquote failing brand, this is an if. Would you be cool if someone came around and said, you know what, I want to do a rated R take on the Muppets?
I kind of feel we've already had that though.
With what?
The Happy Time Murders.
No, with the actual Muppets, the characters. And they'll try to keep it still to the core of the characters, but it's just a little edgier, way edgier. Might be the way to bring them back.
Keep
If
in
that was
mind,
if that was the way to bring them back, would you be cool with that?
keep in mind that Jim Henson never saw the Muppets as a children's act. He
Yes.
never viewed it as a children's act.
Exactly.
The Muppet Show from the 70s was not designed to be a children's show. Sesame Street was for children. The Muppet Show was supposed to be for adults. Family friendly still. You could watch it with your kids, but it wasn't aimed at them. I don't know. I feel weird about that because I feel like Jim Henson did always intend for the Muppets to be for adults, but he did also always keep it family friendly. So I'm not sure. But here's the thing. If the Muppets isn't hitting as a brand right now, there's really only one person to blame for that, and that is Disney, because they're underutilizing them. Back in the 80s, they were everywhere. Disney has this brand, and okay, take Muppets Mayhem, for example. They debuted this show on Disney Plus, and it got rave reviews. It won Emmy Awards, Grammy Awards. It was an award-winning show. Everybody seemed to like it who watched it, but they dumped all episodes at once, which isn't a thing Disney Plus does. Disney Plus usually does week-by-week releases. It was like they just dumped this show, and there was no buzz around it. And it's like, well, what are you doing? What are you doing? You can't, at the end of the day, say, well, how did this fail, when you don't treat it with that kind of respect? You know, they're not doing that with Star Wars.
No.
The only other show they dumped all episodes at once with was Echo, which they were supposedly embarrassed by. They knew they had a bomb with Echo, so they're like, just dump this. And
that final episode was wow.
But it's you did that with and then what do you call it? The movie, the 2011 movie with that Jason Segel made. That was a hit. They had a hit Muppet movie.
Academy Award winning hit.
Yeah. And then they're like, well, we're going to make a second one. Well, the first one came out at Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's your prime real estate for these kind of movies. It was a hit film. What do they do with the sequel? They dumped it in March up against a young adult movie. What was it? It was one of those franchises that tried to compete with the Hunger Games. I can't remember what
Divergent. Insurgent.
That was it. Divergent. And at the time, that was like a hot thing with like the teenagers. Ooh. Well, all these kids were like super excited about the Divergent movie. Muppets got buried on opening weekend, and that was the sequel to your hit film. Why do you do that? Why would you take a hit film, make a sequel, and then put it in such a crappy piece of real estate and say, well, we're going to open this in March up against something that's really popular? Why wouldn't you just wait and release it at Thanksgiving when that's where the first one was so successful? I feel like they keep pulling the rug out from under themselves.
Maybe they got something planned. Cheeseman said that mouse. I saw that Mickey Mouse horror film. I saw it. Man, like it's very minimal what I asked for in slashers, and that is at least some good gore and kills. And they couldn't even do that. Like the kills are off screen. It's one of those, and it's like, bro, what are you doing? I can't the Pooh movie absolutely dunks on that Mickey Mouse movie. I don't recommend the Mickey Mouse movie at all. The Mousetrap, whatever.
Lisa says Disney isn't letting Muppet Studio run it. They're pulling the control reins too hard. Muppeteers don't work that way. I agree. They gotta leave the Muppets in charge of what the Muppets are doing, and sort of like how Pixar runs, or sort of how Marvel runs. You got to give the Muppets that same autonomy. Let them work. If you let them work and it's not selling, that's one thing. But you're not even giving them the opportunity. So,
yeah, it's time to. I'm gonna be heading out soon, Joe. I don't know if you want to.
all right, yeah, we could start wrapping.
What's gonna
this
play us
up.
out, Joe?
Well, all right, it's almost the end of the show, and
Any other movies I saw real quick, or you saw?
oh yeah, I didn't finish. We watched Heather's. Christine didn't like it,
Yar,
and then the next night,
Yar.
2 nights in a row,
Mhm.
the Owning Drive-In was showing Grindhouse.
Yeah.
And I had tickets for Friday night.
Great movie.
Friday night there was a
Movies.
tornado warning,
Oh,
so I didn't go.
Twisters marketing getting out of hand.
Saturday night I had other plans, so I was like, well, I could go Saturday, but I can't
Day of
because I have
rest.
plans. The other plans fell through,
Mm-hmm.
but it was too late to go.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wouldn't have gotten there in time, so I was kind of bummed out. I'm like, well, geez, I missed Grindhouse. I love Grindhouse. So
Yeah.
Christine suggested we watch another movie she never saw before, by Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez.
Right.
We watched From Dusk Till Dawn.
Wow.
She did not like Heather's. She liked From Dusk Till Dawn.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. So that's
Tarantino's a madman. They go all the way with that movie. Like
been a
those,
long
those
time.
brothers are psychos.
yeah.
You
It's
end up
been a
rooting
long
for
time
them.
since I've seen it, but I
Love
really
that movie.
yeah. That's seeing like young babyface Danny Trejo. Like everyone's so
Phenomenal movie.
young in it. Yeah. So that's it. Those are the movies I watched. I tried to watch the first the movie, the first episode that played in movie theaters of Battlestar Galactica.
Oh,
And
cool.
I mean, I've seen it before, but it's very slow moving.
It is a slow movie, quiet movie too.
Yeah.
I liked it though. Yeah, it gets better as the show goes on. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Battlestar. I saw. I'm a big fan of Neil Marshall. Neil Marshall directed probably one of my favorite werewolf movies of all time, Dog Soldiers. Then he did one of my favorite horror movies of all time. So he was like hitting it out of the park with two heavy hitters, The Descent, which I absolutely adore. The Descent. Then he did Doomsday, got Game of Thrones, and he just released a movie now.
I was just thinking of Doomsday the other day. Rona Mitra was in that.
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
she?
that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's an interesting movie. Yeah, I like it. Has a fun car chase at the end. He did a movie now. He just did a movie called The Duchess, which is like his it's like his Guy Ritchie crime thriller thing. It's yeah, it was all right. Yeah, he's had a couple. He did one before this called The Lair, and he's had a couple like, oh man, I hope we get another Dog Soldiers or The Descent soon. Yeah, Cheeseman like The Descent based.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Can't recommend The Duchess unless you're really into those crime thrillers. They do like a romance thing in the beginning that didn't work for me. All right.
What do you call a bromance, but with 2 girls instead of 2 guys?
Killed me.
Girlmance?
Doesn't that
Necromance. I don't know. That's 2 zombies hanging out.
Yeah. Well. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna wrap this up. We'll come back next week. We'll do this again.
Yeah, I'll be getting stories now. I don't come prepared at all. It's like here. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Or some oh man,
And,
too bad we can't watch weird trailers. That'd be awesome. I get to show you I want to show you weird stuff.
I know it's a couple weeks early, but we will not be doing this stream probably. Well, maybe we can. We probably won't be doing this stream on Monday, September 2nd.
Yeah, I didn't want to anyway. That's such a stupid date. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's
Cool.
a dumb date.
Yeah.
But no, I'll be commuting that day. That's the day I'm coming home from Dragon Con. So
Yeah.
I'll probably be, as the kids say, all tuckered out.
Yep. Exactly.
Like
Shout out to
couple-
everyone whose birthday is September 2nd. We didn't mean it.
Like Tucker Carlson on a Buck Rogers lunchbox.
Yeah, dude, that was so Tucker Carlson. You can't even, whatever. All right.
All right, everybody. Until next week. And thanks for stopping by.
Good night and good luck, everyone.
Thank you, Max, for letting us do this in your platform, by the way. And thank you for having me in your platform, Joe.
Hey, always.
Talking to your nice chat.
Yeah.
Your chat is so nice compared to my chat. Cheeseman's one of mine. It's very embarrassing. I apologize for that.
All right, everybody. Keep wearing those pajamas.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
With the plastic feet.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
Tell everyone you meet.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
With the backdoor flap.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
Don't open it, a trap.
Oh no!
It's a trap. Some people call them bitches. Some people call them jammies. They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander adamas. But no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas.
Keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep wearing those pajamas.
I know we're having fun.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
And now the song is done.